And we're back. Secret of Mana Part 4. And this time, after a stretch and a little bit of a walk, just to get some blood flow, we have a little bit of aminos with caffeine. So we can get dialed in. That's all the hipsters are saying nowadays. So if we go up here, we're going to meet Elinee. And we are noisy little children. Tells us to see what we get after giving us the finger, probably there. It's really weird how she came into this room. And there's Dialogue. Sending you to Thanatos. Is that a place or a person? Could you be a little more specific? Dialogue! Elinee, what have you done with him? I don't like voice acting and I suck at it, so... I sent him to the ruins in Pandora. My magic doesn't seem to work too well, and I couldn't handle him. But Thanatos wanted him, so I sent him there. Thanatos? The head of a secret organization that intends to overthrow the kingdom. Man, we got the Empire, we got the Mana Sword, monsters, Thanatos guy too, like... Man, it's getting to be a lot to keep up with. He's already dispatched most of the people in Pandora. All that's left is for Sir Thanatos to storm the castle from the ruins. I didn't realize the plot was so deep here. I've never really paid attention to it. I always just like the game for the gameplay. And his cute little Spikey. That doesn't sound good. Uh-oh. That gate is opening. Oh god. Run! We got out of the way just in time. As you can tell, Sprite's already halfway dead. We can go a little longer before we heal. Alright, we should heal him now. I should have bought some chocolate, actually. Sitting here unconscious. I need to heal the girl now. And as you can see, you may not have saw it, but he's landing on that top left platform. We're going to need this boomerang. He's going to cast magic on us while we're up there. While he's up there. We need the girl. Just so we can keep hitting him. Let's go to my character, Big Dumb Cat Gaming. Tried to swap over to the sword, but I still had the boomerang. That's a weird bug. I still need the boomerang now, though. Okay. I'm worried about the sprite here. I know I'm being kind of quiet. This guy sits here and keeps casting magic, though. We'll be okay. Trying to get our money's worth out of the candy. Alright, we need to heal the sprite. Got out of the way of that one. We're a little over level too, and this fight is still a pain, you know? Granted, I'm not charging. Alright, we beat him. Perfect. It was getting scary because we ran out of healing. I should have totally bought chocolate. If you're watching this, you're going to play through it on your own, buy some chocolate. I forgot I had the cups of wishes though too. We were okay. But that bug with the boomerang and the sword, did you guys see that? And we got the boomerang's orb. That's cool because I like the boomerang. Bear with me, I'm going to check our weapon levels. I think I've gotten everything maxed out on him. What about her? Halfway, she needs the axe and the sword. And the sprite is working on level 2 spear. Yeah. I've got the memory of a goldfish nowadays. I can't seem to retain anything. Alright, Elinee, what have you got to say for yourself? Please forgive me. Alright. So the herbs were making her magical, and she was trading villagers with Thanatos for more herbs. How about you just move and go explore and find other herbs? I mean, come on. So she's going to give us these treasure chests over here. And we need to use the magic of ice, but I don't have any more power. Well, isn't that just fortunate for you? And we found one of my favorite weapons, the whip. We're about to go Castlevania on these bitches. And also, that just came right out. Usually I'm a little more profesh, but I do have quite a vulgar mouth. So, yeah. Hopefully that'll be my one freebie for the video. I don't know if that's how it works or not, but it's not the worst word to say. And she teleports us out because there's no longer monsters in there. We could have just walked out, but it would have taken longer. Michelle is swooning over Diluc, and telepathically, I think Luka is talking to me here. We need to go immediately to the Water Palace. Michelle is going to come as well. She's worried about Diluc and can't save him alone. And then Andy is just doing Andy things all the time. So the whip is one of my favorite weapons. It allows you to, one, access a lot of shortcuts, but it strikes in a long arc like that. And it is usually the weapon that I pair up on the girl. I actually don't put it on Sprite. I think Sprite uses Javelin, or the Javelin, which we'll get soon. We're going to be swapping weapons here a little bit. Come on now, Michelle. How'd you get stuck there? I need to... Or no, I don't. I can totally go back to the whip. Just trying to get my little level up with the whip here. Ignore me. That Mushboom didn't know what hit him. Boom, splat. Alright. Really not a lot to talk about. There's a lot of moving parts in this game. Right now our focus is to get to the Water Temple. Michelle's focus is Diluc. And here we can take advantage of the whip in this shortcut by simply walking up to it. All the characters will stack up together, and if you attack again, you'll swing across. And now we're back at the Water Palace. Everything kind of ties together for a reason. Let's head down here first. I think Nico's shop is right below, right? Oop. And splat. Making light work of these beginner enemies now. And more importantly, I did want to save, but I also wanted to stock up on a few items because we did use all of our candy. Let's see. How much is this candy? 20 per. I don't think we will need more than that. But I am going to buy the chocolate just in case. And walnut is 1,000, right? We can get it for 500 later. I'll tell you what, we'll probably save at Luka's place. I think she offers that option. It'll save us from having a menu there with the cat, Nico. Boom, and we missed. That's the most anticlimactic whip I've ever done. Alright. I need to stop glaring off on my second monitor and watching the recording of this and walk straight ahead. Back at the Water Palace now. We can run through here, save a little bit of time. Boop. And what's up with Luka? Perfect. Undine, the elemental of water, lives in a cave behind the waterfall. It's east of the steps leading to this palace. You've got to find her. Her seal on this palace has failed, and I fear she is in great danger. No sweat. We will be all about saving Undine, because that will give us access to magic. And that will be your guys's, unless you played before, experience and exposure to magic. So let's go ahead, and we're going to meet a new enemy here. I think these are Iffish. We don't want to stack up. They will spit on us, give us the old hawk tua. I can't push them either. I was going to stack them up there. But you see the whip just completely dominates enemies from range. It is so amazing. Even though we missed right there. It's trying to run through. We're just keeping our distance. And we're spanking these fish. This is also a great spot to level up. As long as you understand how to fight these guys, it is. And Michelle got the bow to that level. I think she needs the axe now. Axe and whip. Got it. And what is this? Oh, this goofy looking thing. I always felt bad for killing these things, these tadpole looking things. They look so sweet and innocent. Kind of just makes you want to put him in a bowl and keep him as a pet or something. Probably my favorite little creature in the Mana series. Very important that you guys understand this fight too. You don't want to be in a direct vertical or horizontal position of the enemy. You want to be kind of off to the sides. Otherwise he'll eat you. So we want to kind of hover. And I got caught. So they'll hit him and he'll spit me out. It does a little bit of damage. He ate me again before I could even react. It's totally okay that it's me. Eats me again. I'm just gonna AFK this one out. Team's got my back. Hey, you guys, you don't want to be in his crosshairs or you're just gonna get eaten over and over again. What am I doing? I've been eaten 4 times in a row here. And he's trying to disengage to heal. And now we're gonna keep spanking him. He's using Undine's magic against us. And we're gonna keep working him. He's gonna eat the sprite, and that's totally okay. If you're wondering why I'm not doing the charged attacks, I like the 100% attacks in the early portions of the game. I really feel like you don't have to charge up too much unless you're fighting like slimes or something like that and you're just trying to get rid of them. As long as you're giving it that 100% charge, you should be fine. And it might look like we're dying here, but totally promise we're fine. We're actually well ahead of this guy. He can keep eating us. We are, I don't want to say over leveled, but we're a little bit of where we should be. Maybe just a tiny bit. And he goes down. So, make sure you guys don't get eaten now. Proceeds to get eaten 4 times in a row. And this is Undine. And I absolutely love how they did magic in this game. I love the sprites for the magic characters and everything. You learn that Michelle can use support and defensive magic, recovery magic. And then you'll learn that Andy will be using the offensive battle magic. And we're sitting here, our thumb in our butt, like, what about me? Oh, well, your mana sword, which everybody can use, by the way, is going to outgrow more powerful than any magic. But I believe Michelle can buff our sword with Ice Saber, and I can turn people into snowmen. Not really ideal. Fun to play around with, but it does, however, keep you from killing them. And we get the pole dart. That is the javelin that I prefer to use on Sprite. And we gained Undine's powers. No one can stop me now. Okay. Except for the enemies that are immune to magic, I mean. So, we do have magic here. And I want to show off too something that I've always noticed. With the magic, there'll be an extra ring. And we want both of the sprite and the girl on their magic. So we're going to summon them both as soon as she's unstunned. As soon as she's unstunned. Alright. So Sprite is going to freeze both of these guys. And typically if you're leveling magic, you need to understand that the spell Freeze costs 2 MP. You can see it up there. And he has 11 MP. Acid Storm costs 3 MP. And Energy Absorber costs 2. So if you're trying to level, you want to cast the spell that is the cheapest. You're going to be able to cast this 5 times as opposed to casting this 4 times. But here, the Sprite's offensive magic for Undine, the Undine looks a lot different. The girl, however, gets the Ice Saber, which is going to snowman the monsters. The Remedy spell, which is amazing for leveling Undine's magic. Each elemental that you get has its own levels like weapons. So you have to level them up on their own. This Remedy spell is great for leveling Undine's magic. So it's like a medicinal herb, it cures statuses. This heals everybody but costs 2 MP. And we're going to cast this, but mainly we're casting both so you can see the differences in the sprite. One is dark blue, one is light blue. And that has always been pretty cool to me. I would just go around and summon both just to see the differences. And I'm not going to do the magic leveling on screen. I will show you how I do it and how I plan to do it. And then I'll do it off screen. That way you guys don't have to watch it. But I will touch base on what I did to level it so you guys can follow along and do it as well. It's not going to be to get overpowered or anything like that. It just takes a little bit of time to level that magic. And if I'm being honest, I don't want to cause these videos to have dull moments or anything like that. At most, I might grind a teeny tiny bit before the next area, but I think that part's pretty much over too. The Spikey Tiger was the biggest concern. But anyway, you notice we put our weapons away. We'll gain experience at half the rate in here if we were to cast magic. If we have our weapons out, we gain full experience. We're going to go back up and save at the top here. And she tells us that we can use Undine's powers to stop the lava in the underground palace, which is our next goal. I also was not paying attention when we killed the little lizard guy that was stopping us from getting to Undine. Didn't pay attention to which orb we got, so do need to figure that out as well. But I will cast some magic on the way, just to dispatch enemies. We'll just walk away. And you could just quickly access it here. In the remakes, they actually put hotkeys in the game for it. See, we did a lot of damage there. And we're going to rest in the underground palace, so it's totally okay to use his magic like this. He's getting experience, which I didn't go over yet. I will show you. So here now, you can see he is 40% of his way to level 2 with the heavy spear. It's right here. I've hovered over it. It's currently level 1, and the semicolon shows 40 out of 100, so that's where he's at with that. However, if you press R, it should take you to your magic, which if you see Undine is 36 at level 0, and it tells you what the spells do if you click on it. Freeze causes a freezing ice storm. Acid Rain has the possibility to lower enemy defensives, making them take more damage, but it does cost a little more magic. Energy Absorber allows the sprite to steal HP from the enemies. So we're going to go back down. We can cast this one more time, and it's not going to do anything. It's going to hit a dead enemy. We don't need that. That's going to be a candy. That's going to be a candy. I'm not sure if someone leveled up there or if we gained a skill up, but I'll check later. We do know we need to go to the underground palace first, and that shouldn't take too long to get back there. You could canon travel back to a Gaias Navel as well and save a little bit of time, but we are leveling these weapons up. We will need the gold anyway, and these monsters don't really pose a threat at the moment, so we can keep blasting them. And this game has such great music, it's got such great combat. Why would you want to pass up? Just whacking these guys along the way. Now, there is a possibility too that when I am grinding the magic off screen that the weapon skill ups will also go up, just because I'm killing enemies, I have the weapons equipped, you know. You're not going to be missing much. I'm not going to progress the plot. I'm not going to get grossly overpowered or anything like that, even though I'm going to be pretty much grossly overpowered, because as long as you have magic and you have the weapons, you know, the game's really not too difficult. As long as you know what to do, when to do it, you're going to be chilling. But magic completely breaks this game, even without it being power leveled. It's still really strong. And we will need it leveled just to show you guys some specific boss strategies that you can do as well. Because a lot of the late game bosses can be a huge headache. And he got his whip up, so I do need to see where he is at. He needs the axe, or no, he didn't get the whip up, he got the spear up. He needs the axe, knuckles. Let's do the knuckles while we're killing these easy enemies. The knuckles are one of my favorite weapons actually, but they do the least damage, they just look cool, you know? And perfect. But while we're killing these easy enemies, it would be a great time to get those weapon skill ups there. I may let this video go just a little longer as well. And I think I've gotten all these maxed out, so let me go back to the sword. Just because we are walking back, I may go a little longer, not too crazy, maybe 35 minutes or so. When I do timestamp these videos though, which is not going to be immediately when it's uploaded, it'll be when I'm at work and have downtime. That's just the most ideal time. I don't want to sacrifice any family time to put those timestamps in. And I'm trying not to spoil things with the timestamps, but they are convenient for the people that just want to jump right to the good parts and see how we do certain things. And there's nothing wrong with that either. Now the weapon skills, you know, the charge 1, charge 2, 3, 4, they go all the way up to 8. And it's the same skills for all the characters. They all perform the same animations, the same charge skills. Like if I were to do a charge 2 sword attack and I spin it above my head and strike them, the girl's going to do the same thing. Nico is no longer here, as you'll notice, but we have this shortcut. Running won't do too good on the stairs, so we just got to walk down this bad boy here. We're going to go talk to Watts because we do have a large amount of weapons to level up. And let's get that boomerang. Is that the knuckles? It is. Got the power glove. So I think I'm going to use the upgraded boomerang. And I did say I wouldn't power level magic, but ideally before you rest, you would use the girl's magic just to dump her MP. I guess we could do that really quick just to show you. So here you need to use freeze on this crystal orb to get rid of the lava. Now, what you want to do when you're casting spells like this, you want to be in an area where your weapons are out so you get full experience. You don't want the girl to cast a spell on herself. You would want her to cast it on the sprite. You can't use it immediately after either, but right there, that animation where she's kneeling down, you can recast it. You're just going to do that every time. So just like this, and the screen might glitch a little, but this way, if she did it to your main character, the one that you're controlling, you wouldn't be able to target her or command her to do it again, but you can quickly level their magic like this. We're going to do it just a few more times here because you see her MP is at 4. And right now their magic can only level up to 1 anyway. It depends on how much mana power you have. And that itself is the importance of mana power. If you have 3 mana power and you've cleared 3 mana dungeons or palaces, then your spells can go to level 3. You can't go to level 4 or 5 or anything, but you'll see Michelle, now Undine, has reached level 1. The sprite has a little further to go, and there's nothing wrong with that. We're not going to abuse the magic too much, but I think we can get this this next boss in here if we act quickly. 15 gold points a night, yes. And you do need to rest like this just to get your magic points restored. I don't know if you guys saw my shirt, but it is a real running gag in the house. I have several big dumb cat shirts where Andy mocks me. Let's see here. So we saved up. Now we're ready to go into the palace. Basically, come on, Michelle, come down. There you go. Not calm down. You never tell your wife that. Come down is what we said. Here we're gonna throw this boomerang up. Totally whiff it. They have boomerangs too, but there's goblins here. Now one of those goblins will spawn the other goblins. We want to be just out of range of theirs and just in range where we can get them without our characters getting completely obliterated. And they cast magic. Not that it helped him. And we're going to go in here. So we're going to dispatch these goblins. Just got to be a little careful. We have Michelle's healing magic now as well as our items. So I don't think we're in any immediate danger of dying in here. Unless the sprite just starts taking a ton of damage. There you go, go punch him. That'll show him. We want to go down this way. There's going to be a green drop. Go get him. Sprite's one of the squishiest characters and he's in there hitting them up. Literally hitting them up. You could just run and jump on the switch, but I do recommend killing the monsters first. Sprite should be due for a level up as well. I don't want to sit here farming them. Come on now. Let's kill them. Hit it like you mean it. There you go. Well-timed boomerang throw. What is this thing called now? Is this a chakram? Yeah, chakram. There is a little chest piece that can spawn in here. He is a high evasion mob and he will cast agility up, which raises evasion even higher, and he's very difficult to hit. He's very difficult to hit with physical attacks. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart. Too many processes at once going on. I was thinking about which weapon to give her so that she could keep leveling weapons up. And you don't have to level all the weapons up. It's just something I like doing. You could give her whichever weapon you want her to have and she's good to go. Also, I'm going to whip that. I'm trying to keep an eye on the sprite's hit points here because I don't want him to die. In fact, let me hit the one the sprite is hitting and we can go ahead and have her. She can cast Cure on all of us, and she's not going to put that input through. And I'm going to take the sprite. Come on now. I'm asking you to heal us. And what's happening is she's knocked down, so the input's not going through. Let me control the sprite here. Just because the knuckles are a little dangerous in here for him. This way I can ensure that he's not getting dominated. Ooh, except for when I just literally got dominated. Anytime that I open my mouth, it happens. I just need to not talk about it. Don't talk about anything happening to your characters. She's got plenty of magic, so tell you what, let's go ahead and do another heal. If you cycle through, it'll eventually target all of your party members. That's how we're healing everyone. Boom, got him. We are saving our magic for the chess pieces and the boss. We're not going to cheese him, but we might use a spell or two on him. And this is a elemental palace, a mana palace. We'll be getting another element here, and we just got level 2 there. We'll go with this, and Andy can swap off the glove. Actually, let me take the glove. We should have just swapped, right? A little bit of menuing. We're a little bit over our time. I think I'm good. And here I am wasting more time menuing. So we gotta walk back onto it, then we'll come over like so. We're gonna go back to the power glove. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna run up here and beat up these guys. I'm gonna run up here and get hit. And the pink one spawns more. The fact that they have a ranged attack is what makes them a little deadly. And we're goofing. We're definitely goofing. Okay. We don't need to be healed, but he does. Uh-oh. This is one of those bad spots. Tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna actually use a little bit of magic. Hit all these guys. We're gonna go back to her. Heal us all. You can actually hit them while they're getting hit by magic. But while we're healing, we're a little bit invulnerable as well. If you time it right, you can negate certain effects and spells that happen. Let's get this boy started. Not well. It's probably a girl since it's called a moblin, a goblin or something. We're gonna keep her from splitting this time. That's the chess piece up there, both of them. And it's better to use magic on these guys because they're gonna dodge pretty much everything. And let's get this chest. We're at 33 minutes. That's a bomb. I did say 35. Alright. We're there yet. We're saving our attack until that goblin hits the ground, and here we are. This is the stage room, and that is Gnome. You can't barge in here. We gnomes won't allow it. What a windbag. Little brat. His charge meter actually resets. Never noticed that. Oh, I'm out of here. Look back there. And here we have a boss. Immediately hit him with the freeze while I kick him in the shins. So you'll notice Undine's magic was super effective. And we can't hit him when he's in this phase here. We just need him to come out. This is when you would charge. And I'm going to show you here that we can dodge a few spells here. By healing right here and throwing out that freeze spell, I'm hoping we'll avoid the damage, which we did. He's going to hit us again. That's okay. And let's see if we can let our sprite avoid damage by casting spells, which he did. Alright, we're doing some work here. He's got me in the fire, so we're going to charge up. Alright, we do need to heal here just a little bit. So tell you what. Gotta be quick. Throw out some candies. Perfect. And not perfect. He's literally obliterating us. You could cheese this guy with the magic, but we're trying to not be super cheesy. We're trying to do it a little bit more fairly. Don't have anything left here. Got him with that hit. Let me go back. We'll do candy on Andy. And which one am I in? Alright. We do need to do a chocolate on Michelle. Charge up here. Alright, we got him. 36 minutes. See, even with casting 3 spells on him, he was just spamming magic on us non-stop. And that's what the bosses are going to be doing late game. We just have to learn to deal with it. Perfect. Got the Axe's Orb. Now, if we go to the back, I don't think we need it equipped, the sword, to get the seal on the seed. That oaf was always bugging me. Forgive me, I used you to get some relief. And then Andy is like, dolt, serve me and maybe I'll forgive you. Otherwise I'll throw you to my servant, Big Dumb Cat Gaming. He's practically begging to be our servant. And then I'm challenging it, like, who are you calling a servant? It's very realistic. Andy is always like that. Now close your eyes, call me anywhere, anytime. Both you and your wife may summon me. What? Me married to that? I like your style, Gnome. It's actually hilarious. So we have Gnome's powers. I'm not going to talk about them in this video. I'm really trying to rush out of here. I want to rest at the inn in the dwarf cave, and then I'm going to level the magic off screen. That way when we come back for, what is this, part 5? No, this is part 4. When we come back for part 5, we can resume there. Hey, Andy. Ow. My head. You okay? What's wrong? I can remember everything now. We live in the Upperland Forest. You've got to take me there. I'll let you hang out with me until we arrive. What a treat. So anyway, we're going to get back to the inn in the dwarf cave. I'm going to off-screen the magic getting leveled. More than likely I'll get all the weapons maxed for each character as well. Just in the process, because you're going to get weapon experience regardless while doing that. It'll save you guys from having to watch me run out, exhaust their magic points, come back, rest at the end, waste money, back and forth, you know. I'm not going to go buy a bunch of items or anything like that. But when we come back, all of Undine and Gnome's magic for both characters will be level 2. More than likely the weapon skills will be maxed out for every character. Just a little bit of off-screening for those portions. That way, if there's any enemies that are giving us a rough time, we could cast some magic, get them off our backs, and make our lives a lot easier. So real quick, let's go ahead and talk to Watts before we hit the end. We're at 39 minutes. It's going to be a 40-minute video. Get this weapon upgraded. Which one was it? The axe? Yep. And the regular axe becomes the load axe. When I come back in part 5, I'm going to talk about all of Gnome's magic. I'm going to show you the weapon, see if there's any super effective bonuses to the weapons. But yeah, I do thank you guys for watching. It means a lot when you guys, watch the videos, like, subscribe. The engagement's always nice. Truthfully, it's been really fun doing these videos, and I'm getting to play through some of my favorite games as well. But yeah, hit that like button and that subscribe button. Make sure that you stay tuned for our part 5, and we're going to go over all of Gnome's magic, all of the weapons, and I'll catch you guys in part 5. Have a good night.